When you step into a 911, something that gets a little more difficult for me with each passing year. There's a sense that you're not only about to drive a world-class sports car with an impeccable resume, but that you're also taking the wheel of an automotive icon. And when it's a Targa, that feeling of nostalgia grows even stronger.
Porsche has propagated at least a half a dozen new models over the past 15 years or so, ranging from roadsters to SUVs. But the 911 serves as the quintessence of the company's timeless sports cars. When production began in 1964, it was priced from $5,500. Now, 50 years later, the automatic transmission costs nearly that much on its own. And then in response to U.S. safety regulations regarding open-air motoring, a 911 with a removable roof panel debuted in 1966 called the Targa. This semi-open variant continued well beyond any concerns of convertible safety and has lived a storied life in the 911 lineup. And now Porsche has reimagined the concept by resuscitating the Targa bar with a fully automatic top. A simple hold of the switch begins the 19-second process, flaunting German engineering at its best. There are so many varied flavors of the 911 that I bet the Targa buyer has some sort of emotional attachment to this body style. Maybe their uncle drove one, or they had a poster of a Targa on their bedroom wall. Hardcore drivers will lean towards a Porsche with less weight, while sun worshippers will go full-on convertible. But the Targa has a retro-exclusive coolness to it that can't be denied, with a roof mechanism that's German smart. The exact model you're looking at here is the Targa 4S. That's code for all-wheel drive with the upsized 3.8-liter flat six. Taking the Targa to this highest level means you'll enjoy the added brevity afforded by 400 horsepower, 325 pound-feet of torque, and a PDK and Sport Chrono-aided 0 to 60 time of only 4.2 seconds, on its way to a 182 mile/hour top speed. Passing on the 7-speed manual is a matter of preference and finances, as this 7-speed dual-clutch transmission adds over $4,000 to the price. Further assisting performance is the optional dynamic chassis control, reducing body roll during hard cornering at the press of a button, and the Sport Chrono package, adding dynamic engine mounts for improved stability, a Sport Plus mode for the most hyperactive engine and chassis tuning, and launch control for computer-precise takeoffs.
The entire body is so tightly constructed, and the suspension travels so dampened, that every nuance of the road beneath you is beautifully communicated to the driver without undue punishment. The Sport's exhaust transmits the engine's unique sounds, and the PDK has rapid-fire reflexes that lets you concentrate on placing the 911 exactly where you want it. It's a car whose rear-engine physics are no longer as intimidating as they once were, but it's still a car that can best be exploited in the hands of a skilled driver.
My travels this week took me from the sometimes icy hairpin turns of the Green Mountains to the sublime spring mornings of upstate New York. And so these high-end Michelin Pilot Alpine Performance winter tires, specifically developed for Porsche enthusiasts, came in handy. Combined with the car's rear-biased four-wheel drive system and wider rear track, I always felt confident in my maneuvers. Torque vectoring and a locking differential further enhanced traction, giving you, the driver, the opportunity to better safely explore the Targa's limits. Whether top up or shut, the Targa is neither particularly noisy nor calm inside, and the sport seats do a wonderful job of holding you tightly in place, but took their toll on my lower back. And it needn't be all excitement all the time either. I suspect Targa buyers will often revel in casual top-down cruising just as I did, with all systems in their at-ease settings. And as such, the Targa 4S happily obliges. With a start-stop system and a neat coasting function to aid in fuel economy, gas mileage of 18 mpg city, 25 highway is achievable and highly respectable. The cabin electronics and displays are starting to feel a bit dusty, but integrate touchscreen functionality for ease of use. Starting at just under $120,000 for the Targa 4S, and spec'd like this one with the typical litany of Porsche options, including this special order lime gold metallic paint, Its MSRP of $149,730 puts it out of reach for most, but if you have the means, choosing this 911 out of the 21 models currently offered will certainly buy you some exclusivity with a side order of history. For TestDriveNow.com, I'm Steve Hess.